Alright, here we go. This is a 2v2 custom match on Thar between the blue team in the upper left-hand corner, WolfCuB in the Steampunk Osprey, and skineal in the Steampunk Neo. An all-Steampunk team here in the blue team, and their opponent in the bottom right-hand corner, the red team, GodsVIP in the Apache Helix, and jasonchr in the Deep Sea Osprey. We do have an Osprey on each team. And the big difference being that the blue team has a Neo and the red team has a Chopper. Ah, damn it, Helix. The red team has a Helix, and what that is air dominance for the blue team, and the red team will have that extra unit killing ability and area control in that Helix with those rockets. And we do see red team pushing up on mid, but we do have skineal coming with an armadillo. Let's see what he decides to do with it. WolfCuB is here to handle the mid fight against the two blue players, but the two red players. But skineal does drop the armadillo on front door. Jason is here very quickly to respond, and now skineal is attacking the moneymaker. Jason does have to decide what he wants to take care of, and he does go for the armadillo first instead of going for the moneymaker. And skineal will be able to finish this off. Yes, backing off momentarily for some strange reason, and Jason does rebuild. Oh no, he picked up that other moneymaker, and he does resocket it, and now skineal just creating a lot of trouble. In the meantime, WolfCuB is losing this mid fight against all the tanks here for red team. He was not able to save a lot of the tanks that were dropped over there, but skineal almost taking down another moneymaker as well, and Jason just trying to micro this, dropping a tank, but that is not going to do that much against a quick moving Neo. He really does need to queue up a Seeker, which he actually doesn't even have in his loadout. He only has the T99, which won't even be nearly as effective as Seeker, and skineal giving up on trying to put some damage down, giving up on taking out another moneymaker, is deciding to just put whatever damage down as he can. In the meantime, WolfCuB is losing this fight for mid. Red has been able to claim it and has a lot of tanks behind that middle power station. WolfCuB does go down to GodsVIP, and it does seem that skineal is getting the better of this exchange, taking out already pretty much like 20%, 15 to 20% of blue team's life. And finally, no Seeker does go down. Actually, the blue team doesn't even have Seekers in their loadout. No Seekers, no hats, no direct AA, does get taken down by GodsVIP right there. But yes, actually on the blue team, no Seekers, no hats, no flackers, no nothing. But red team is winning this fight because they do have that middle outpost. And let's see, that one moneymaker has never been rebuilt, and I do not think that Jason is rebuilding that moneymaker quite yet. No, not even. He actually making SAMs, and so now we do have red team pushing up on this outpost. Did send a couple dillos initially to take care of whatever units were on that top side, and Jason gonna be able to finish off that on that side. And God's putting down defense, and right now we do have blue team going for the island. They will be able to grab this pretty easily with all these dillos, and a longhorn are going to be able to clear the other units over there. And red team just doing a little bit of maintaining, making sure that they have those closed outposts of theirs. And God's doing a quick scout on this island, and WolfCuB here to support his blue units. They will be able to completely surround this. Even though GodsVIP is bringing dillos, he has not decided to drop them. He is retreating them back over, and we do have a little bit of harassment with creeps by skineal here, trying to take down trying to neutralize that outpost. But I guess just using them as a distraction, gonna get away here because there is no way that Osprey is gonna be able to chase him down. Oh, actually, that was the Helix. And right now, WolfCuB is trying to contest all the armadillos over here for Jason, or for Gods actually. And he is bombing, so he probably, yes, he does take that one dillo down, but there is already an artillery up over here for WolfCuB, and in the meantime, skineal is taking the top outpost as well, the top corner. So these corner outposts with extra sockets, very valuable. Here on Thar, mid doesn't even have any outposts. It is a power station, so it is kind of like having two socketed generators just owning it. But right now, with those two extra sockets up here and the 3 extra sockets at the bottom, and if Gods is not able to keep skineal from taking this, and he does get that EMP, but does lift off with that timing, is not going to be able to. skineal does not actually lift off to finish him off. He just stays here just to keep all those units down that Gods dropped. But now Jason is pushing up with a lot of units over here. I think he did kill WolfCuB in the meantime. I did miss that, but there is a lot of units being carried over here, and Jason with those SAMs is probably going to be able, yes, going to be able to get this neutralized, and WolfCuB is not going to be able to hold this, I think, Jason is really doing a good job bringing a lot of stuff. He already has a bulb up from those SAMs. A lot of these Dillos are holding up, though, fairly well. And actually, in the meantime, Gods has been able to push up over here, taking this outpost, surrounding it, partially surrounding with Jackal. skineal is going to just try to keep this outpost in their control. In the meantime, WolfCuB is winning the fight over here. Even though his outpost was neutralized, he was able to bring back enough infantry to reclaim that. And in the meantime, now skineal dropping a lot of creeps. Not enough, actually. GodsVIP with that kill on skineal. Okay, now GodsVIP is going to be able to really secure this top outpost. And at this point, WolfCuB is trying to finish off, I guess, like trying to salvage what skineal has lost. And he does have a lot of infantry down, but so low on life and on the ground against the Helix. Just not a good idea. Probably should have run away there. And right now, skineal with more infantry is going to probably be able to get this neutralized. But I don't know if these infantry are going to be enough to walk in. And actually does get killed in the air by GodsVIP. WolfCuB finally respawning. And in the meantime, jasonchr is coming up to support his teammate here at the top, dropping more infantry. And this is pretty much no chance for Blue to really retake this without a solid push or an artillery war at the top there. And WolfCuB getting chased down by GodsVIP, but not really going to get killed there. And in the meantime, skineal is over here, just putting a couple of defenses down, gonna take this top outpost finally. 3 bulbs are up, but but in the meantime, GodsVIP and jasonchr were able to kill WolfCuB right there. But the WolfCuB still has this outpost. However, nothing has been socketed in terms of resources gathering. They don't have any generators down. They don't have any levelers or moneymakers. They don't have any levelers in their loadout. But I just did want to point out that levelers are a type of resource gathering. They do gather experience, if you kind of want to think about it that way. But WolfCuB pinning down GodsVIP does get that kill with skineal support, and now Jason does get killed also by that double team, and now we are fairly even, with the one exception that that red team actually does have mid. WolfCuB trying to push up over here and really does retreat. I don't know why exactly he did that with that Osprey. He probably would have been able to hold that line pretty well. And actually right now GodsVIP is here, and skineal doing a little bit more harass. I don't know what he's trying to get out right now. Maybe, okay, he did just drop a tank at the high ground, so this will be able to take down a little bit extra damage. skineal very low on life though, out of energy, not able to cloak away. Does get killed in the air, or on the ground from the air by GodsVIP there, and now WolfCuB trying to chase down who he can, but it's not really going to do anything. There's no one else left over there. Now WolfCuB doing his own harassment, gonna reposition this tank on the other side of the high ground, and actually didn't really need to do that just because being on that high ground, nothing is able to block it. So Jason with that T99, it would have been way better if he just left it over there. But as of right now, we do have a small push of Jackals over here by GodsVIP. Gonna get this neutralized, probably. No, some defensive infantry did go down, so they do still have 1 bulb up left, and skineal trying to get that finish on GodsVIP, misses that EMP with that timed liftoff that GodsVIP was able to get away with that chopper helix, whatever. But now skineal taking a longhorn, gonna do a little bit more harass, does cloak away, so he is not gonna be caught. He really can't even afford to uncloak right now. When he does, he will be able to drop it on that high ground, and will just leave that there, and now red team will be forced to deal with that. And right now WolfCuB has to deal with this small tank push coming out. There are 4 tanks, 4 longhorns, and 1 Dillo coming for this area. I don't know if this okay, yeah, they're probably going to be able to hold this. skineal's EMP and WolfCuB's healing and extra tanks going down is definitely going to be able to hold this. jasonchr bringing a couple of infantry, I guess for neutralization purposes, not really dropping him in the right spot, does get taken down by WolfCuB in the air, and skineal and WolfCuB have been able to shut this down. GodsVIP just trying to set up Berthas right now, and that is going to be fairly effective unless Blue does a small leapfrogging or counter push into that area, and skineal with that EMP gonna have that fire rate of all the areas of all the units that were hit over there. And some SAMs going down by jasonchr. These really powerful infantry are really good for neutralization purposes, but skineal really quick to react, gets that EMP, gets those tanks dropped, and gets them killed very quickly. And we do have a lot of tanks over here contesting the artillery, and the single T99 defending them over here for red team. And I do think if they are able to bring up more, yes, skineal with 2 Dillos is able to just put a lot of pressure, forcing the red units back. Bertha's Goliath, T-99s, ratchets, and all. Everything does go back. You know, they're falling back to these massive tanks over here that WolfCuB almost getting killed by GodsVIP, but not getting finished off. Jason just shooting in here, very low on life, very dangerous, very just face first into those units and does get finished off there. But right now, we do see that GodsVIP is trying to do a little bit of harass, is kind of low on life, gonna get killed by WolfCuB in the air, and now blue team is doing actually a really good job pushing up against this middle outpost. The only thing is there are brothers out on the field firing at their units, so that is very, very, you know, that's just, you really need to do something about that. You can't leave your units in the middle of Bertha fire and just, you know, hope for them to do well. And now we did have a small drop over here by skineal, and GodsVIP does clean it up, but that did take him away from the battlefield very briefly, and now WolfCuB with more dillos. Oh, actually, I think that might have actually been WolfCuB doing that drop. He is down over there. But now we do see skineal with a fairly good spread of you know, a couple tanks over here, and they do have another Bertha to contest the other Berthas over there for red team. Right now, GodsVIP very low on life, just really overextended, just trying to get this neutralized, but there are too many enemy units over here. There are no AA though. You know, red team does have skineal does have seekers in his loadout, so I would have expected at least one to go over there, but we are in halftime. Oh, we've been in halftime, so no damage going down on each team during that minute, but because red has been injured so much, they haven't been able to receive any halftime credits. And if you take a look, skineal has 46,000 credits and WolfCuB has 18,000, and he has been spending as well. They are assaulting this bottom outpost fairly well. JasonChr coming back here to respond, but it's too late. It has been neutralized. Most of their units have been killed. There are a lot of blue units over here surrounding mostly jackals, but jackals do stay, you know, do keep neutral outposts neutral. And even though there are a lot of tanks over here and T-99s defending, these jackals are just doing a really good job absorbing all their fire, keeping you know, keeping it away from the mechs, from the other units, and now this has gone up to blue with a lot of infantry ferried over from that bottom island. There are not too many red units left over here. GodsVIP trying to drop a couple extra tanks, but I don't think they're going to be enough to actually contest the huge amount of blue units that are already over here. Jason doing the same thing, dropping some more SAMs, and it does get neutralized, but still there are a lot of blue units over here, and blue does have this bottom island to, you know, to continue ferrying more units, and they have a lot on this top area over here, a big tank spread. Red has a fair amount over here, a lot of shots going down back and forth, but right now there hasn't been any mech kills. Jason is flying around freely, and there hasn't been too many shots. Still, WolfCuB healing up and not shooting. Jason and Gods are still here in the area, are able to actually drop enough infantry to retake it, but you know, once again, gonna go back down. The thing is, only probes being dropped down here by blue team, so no DPS infantry. And so actually red team has done a pretty good job taking this back, and I really didn't think that they were able to do that, as, you know, per my comments earlier. WolfCuB getting finished off by GodsVIP, and with only skineal over here, and he actually decides to, you know, move the fight to this fort. This will have to be responded to at some point, but they have been able to neutralize this outpost once again. And Jason picking up the moneymaker for some reason. I guess that was a misclick, well, a miss pickup or whatever you want to call it. Gods finally finishing off the units on the fort. But right now, we do see that this outpost is still neutralized, mostly red units surrounding it, and we do have a lot of blue infantry going in, but getting killed right there. GodsVIP was right in their face, and now Jason with those high HP SAMs, those were not going to get taken out anytime now. skineal trying to drop a little bit more, WolfCuB doing the exact same thing, and it's just a this is just a fairy fest right now, trying to get as many units over here without much outpost control, and this right now with outpost control, red is going to be able to, this is their chance while it's still in their control, because blue has done a really good job neutralizing it. I don't think they are going to be able to neutralize it anymore. It is fairly well surrounded. So now we do have the fight once again at the mid, unless WolfCuB continues to push here, which probably isn't a good idea. You know, he maybe can start leapfrogging artillery up, but you know, at this point, if he without skineal support, with, you know, just trying to keep that oh, and Jason did get killed in the air, but look at all these artillery firing over here. I do say all these, even though there are only two Berthas, but they are extremely well defended. There is a Goliath back here to defend it against any you know, backdrops, drops behind the clump here. And the T-99s are going to do a really, really great job defending against both land and air, obviously. This is almost neutralized. Those Berthas are doing their job. Does get down to neutral. A lot of red infantry over here. WolfCuB's probably going to be able to kill. No, he actually doesn't. And Jason even bringing more SAMs just in case. They are going to be able to actually even bunker these SAMs. No, they do not decide to bunker the SAMs quite yet. They are just desperately trying to fight and keep this outpost in their control. A lot of blue infantry going down. I don't think it'll be neutralized though, because Gods and Jason are just producing a lot of infantry, especially Jason with those SAMs. And now they have been able to take Blue's close outposts. And at this point, all Blue has is that island at the bottom, right here. Not really even that defended. So if one of the red players, likely the Osprey, would be able to just take that outpost and keep it. Oh, but now Skineal trying to go with the counter push. He is probably setting these to attack and not capture. So I'm not really sure. Oh, and actually there is a humongous line of tanks coming from the fort from WolfCuB. And I don't think that blue really, or that red team really knows what's happening until until right now actually. And now Jason is trying to deal with his Skineal, doing a little bit of harass at the fort as well. God's trying to deal with them, but actually leaves the battlefield to try to deal with this incoming tank line. And there are quite a lot of tanks coming for the front door. There are not that much defending over here. Skineal is coming again from the top outpost, trying to I don't know what he is still going for the fort. WolfCuB is fighting for mid. They have been able to neutralize it, and they definitely will be able to take it. There is only a Goliath here, but now Skineal microing around as much as possible, trying to get these tanks into open holes. There is a Goliath on the field, and Skineal does get finished off by GodsVIP in the air with plenty of energy. Probably should have just landed and cloaked away, but right now there is a long line of tanks that is getting finished off here. It is still coming. WolfCuB is still coming. He does have a whoa, he has 3 Longhorn in his loadout, or in his cargo, but is forced to drop it. Was trying to just bring it back for defensive purposes, and trying to catch Jason there. And Jason, we do have a counter push coming from red, but the thing is, it is mostly Dillos and a single Goliath, which will not reach the out WolfCuB getting killed, double teamed by red team. That is super, like, if you caught that, his life was going down so fast. And now Skineal trying to do what he can by himself. And actually, you know, these Dillos are just passing by this middle outpost, and Skineal almost getting killed, but there aren't too many tanks over here for red right now. GodsVIP, he does get EMP'd, so and WolfCuB finally getting back to the mid fight right now, getting back to the battlefield and dropping defensive probes, keeping this in their control. And Skineal now also just shooting up this Goliath from the back, hitting his EMP, exactly what you would expect a Neo to do. And now Jason and Gods are really, even though they have been able to take this, they are really losing the fight over here. There are not any units in the area for them, and even though they have been able to take this, this is not this is not an alpha or an early beta build where you can just grab an outpost and keep it and just drop. That is not the game plan. Right now, red team really has to desperately struggle to take this outpost. They have a lot of high-level creeps in the area, actually, so they probably will be able to do a lot of extra damage. And WolfCuB now coming with probes. Skineal doing the same thing, and now GodsVIP. I don't know what he's doing with that T99, but I guess it was just healing it up or something. But he really needs to come back here, which he did. But he really needed to come back here and concentrate on this fight for mid, which all the action is at. This is where the battle is pivoting right now. Whoever can control this middle outpost is really going to get ahead in this match. And Skineal, using that EMP to his advantage, hitting GodsVIP there, and WolfCuB continually just spamming probes, keeping this outpost in boost control, and all mixing it up, keeping, building tanks in the meantime as well. And now there are not that many units left for red team over here. Jason CHR trying to keep up with all the tanks that blue team has been dropping, but now very low in life, getting finished off on the ground by Skineal. And right now GodsVIP trying to move out as much as he possibly can, but he is a little bit split because they do have that close outpost, but they have lost the middle outpost. Now WolfCuB is here to defend, but GodsVIP's attack here at the bottom. And Skineal responding to support his teammate very quickly, and Gods not really, he's splitting his Berthas, some firing to the mid, some firing to the bottom. Now concentrating to the mid is exactly what you need to do. Really can't split up your concentration, especially when it comes to artillery like that. You really need to go all for one, unless you're really just trying to keep attention away from one area and in another, and just wait out an enemy, which really never happens very often. Skineal finishing off Jason right there. They will be able to hold this. I don't see a way for red team, even with these Berthas. They are very split here. Blue team will probably even easily be able to do a push into their into their close there, but we do see a couple tanks going down, and skineal dropping one at the front door. A lot of damage going down by blue team, and skineal doing a really good job microing these around, almost getting killed, not gonna land. Oh, he is not gonna even need to land. He doesn't. Oh, and he doesn't even heal up himself before he grabs those creeps. Really, really high level decision making there, not going back for that heal, and that is a big difference between the 2-star players and the 3-star players, where you can make that quick decision making even though you're incredibly low on life. It's just really, really crucial to see what you can do with whatever with the current situation, and that split-second decision making is what really, really counts here in this level of play. And there are 2 Goliaths here on the front door. A lot of damage going down, but they are really still way behind from compared to how much blue team has taken a lot of life down. But actually skineal not really getting good blocks off here. Oh, and it is very, very close. WolfCuB, oh, drops some armadillos and some longhorn at the front door, and does get that finish on the red fort right before these Goliaths were able to finish him off there. Oh wow, that was really crazy. They lost they lost this. They were able to retake their middle outpost, and just 2 Goliaths on the front door. I could have sworn it would have been over for blue, because skineal was not really getting enough blockage off with those longhorn. But WolfCuB, with those last minute drops, with ferrying those tanks that came over for their team, because they were pushing here from mid and they were just progressing toward here, and WolfCuB was able to drop them on the front door in time to be able to get that victory. Blue team, skineal and WolfCuB do take this 2v2 custom victory on Thar over GodsVIP and jasonchr. If you have any other games that you might want to send me, guys, check out my link in the video description or in my channel description. It says send me replays. Click that. It does go to my forum post with instructions on how to get me replays. In short, email them to me, rey0x@gmail.com, or contact me on Steam. I'm in the AirMech chat fairly often. Or if you just so happen to see me in a lobby, let me know. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this. And this is RUI, and that was game. See you next time.